I'm going? Yeah, I think. Alright. So, today, here's what we're going to be doing, is that we're going to be going over how the server's built and everything about it. What I have right here right now is a motherboard for a normal computer. Now, you need to know how to use one of these before you even get started with your own server. Basically, this is the motherboard. This is Intel motherboard. It's got the LGA 1366 chipset. It had an i7-960 in it, but unfortunately this motherboard died. It's got 6 channels for its memory. It said it was like 1, 2. It had 8 ports for SATA. It was a beautiful motherboard. I mean, there's that. But this isn't the part we're working on, because here's your 24 pin. Here's your IDE. Heat sinks all over the place. This was your error thing. Currently it's stuck with FF. That's why it doesn't work. Battery. Yes, this is an actual battery. I can pull it out, but I kind of don't want to. But here's graphics card. The other one is actually running the computer that I was live streaming on last night. Yes, I did run SLI. You need an SLI bridge for that. Oh, there's the i7. Here's my i7. It died. The i7 is perfectly fine, but the motherboard you can't find anymore because no one has it. It's broken for everybody. Alright, now on to the fun part. So, here's the server. Now what we have here is we have an SAN. I don't have my control server out. It's sitting somewhere in a different room. Here's one of your hard drives that actually runs off your server. This is an HP Xeon? Yes, HP Xeon. It has 2 CPUs, and the cool part about this one is that I can do this. That's my entire fan thing. Alright. So I can even pull these ones out. Now, I can actually just take these, move them wherever the hell I want. If I can get this in. PCI, that's actually very, very valuable. Very, very needed. That's why my controller isn't here, because I took that out of the controller, and I'm currently running some of the PCI stuff. Now, this has 2 power supplies. You got one here, and you got one here. Both of these are about 5-ish pounds. Both made by HP. They're beautiful, but they are power hungry. And yes, I'm not kidding. You just slide them in. There you go. And there you go. So now here's your 24 pin. I can't remember what the name of these things were, but here's your memory. And then what's really cool is I can just take a few of these out. So I've taken 3 of them out. All 3 of them. It went from this one to this one to this one. Now I'm just gonna do that. And I can do this all day. It's got a CD drive, floppy disk, so it's a dinosaur, obviously. If you have any questions, just put it in the chat. I can't think of what else. Oh, yeah. Both of these, I believe, are 500, if I remember correctly. Let's pull out the PCI. Actually, pull out my riser. Loosen it all the way. Alright. Gotta wait for him to all the way just pop up. Are we out? Yep. So here's our PCI. I just pull this out. And there you go. You got a 3.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack. This is 256 megabytes. I'm not sure if I can add on. I probably can. I just don't know how to currently. So this is also still a learning process for me. You're always learning in this world. So there's the inside of it. I know I can put more stuff into it. Crap, what am I stuck on? Stuck in a fan. No! Oh, I just gave you a glimpse of my desk. I think. And how messy it is. Yeah, there's a bag of Doritos there. What else do we need to go over? Alright, so this one, unfortunately, I have to upgrade. Actually, I have to update it because it's running ESX 4.0, I believe. We'll get it plugged into my APU, and I'll start it up. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it first boots up, and so as you can see, it looks just like a normal computer. It's got UID though. That's all it has. 2 Ethernet ports, PCIe ports, PCIX. You got your SC, SI port. There's your mouse and keyboard. I have a keyboard. I don't have a mouse for that, but I'll just use one of the USB ports. This one was made in 2007, I believe. And this is outdated now. Highly outdated. Now you've got solid states, whereas these are all moving. So, I would highly recommend that if you're going to buy your own server, buy one with a solid state. Pretty much solid state, it's faster, it's quieter, it's a lot nicer. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab power cords for it. We're going to get this thing plugged in and turned on. Oh, I'm showing you guys my desk. Alright. Now then. Let's get this thing all plugged in. Hope to God no wires are in the way. Okay, so now then, we've got it plugged in. I've only plugged in one port. One of the power supplies. If I can get around all my wires. So, it should be able to be turned on. APU is slightly broken, so I don't know if it'll work. No. Okay. So, we gotta find a port that will work. That one? I know that one works, because that's what's powering my laptop. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, I can't unplug that one that's there. So I think I'll just move this thing a little bit closer, actually, to a different spot. Because I believe I should be able to pull power from. There we go. Alright. So, here we go. Here's everything. It's all up and running. It's booted up. Really nice. Really slow to begin with. It's, like I said, it's running VMware SX 4.0, I believe. I can't connect to it because I need a Windows XP computer. I think I have an XP disk lying around somewhere, but unfortunately I wouldn't be able to stream that. Oh, another battery. I didn't notice that was there. Thank you, HP. Other than that, yeah. So let's get back over to designing an HTML, and I'm going to stop the stream for a minute, switch over to my main computer, and we can start working. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to show you how I can connect to it. I'm going to use its IP address, if I remember correctly what it is. Yeah. Alright. Alright, and we're back. I'm not. Alright, so now what we do is we need to open up our VMware stuff. I believe Dreamweaver should be Dreamweaver. Yep, there it is. Should enable me to immediately connect to it. There's my server's IP. And as you can see, I unfortunately cannot log into it. It's connecting to it. It won't connect because it doesn't have an Ethernet port even connected to it. So that's the next thing. I gotta shut down the server again. Alright, so it probably just got really, really quiet. Oh. So now then, we need to connect to an Ethernet port. I'm not sure if this is even going to work. Yep, it is. Alright. It's connected. Let's boot it up. It goes. Now, as you can hear, it's rather loud actually. This will probably be an hour-long stream. Then I will be doing some other things. Okay. Now then, let's log in. Probably will connect this time, but it'll tell me that it can't. Because it runs Windows XP. Of course, it's not fully turned on yet. I'm gonna close out of U for a minute. Now here's what we're gonna do. Is that we're gonna go into my network. Should be here. I've got to move some things, like that motherboard that I showed you guys. And girls. Oh! Ow. That hurt. Alright. You know what? We might go 2 hours. Yeah, we're gonna go 2 hours, because then there'd just be not enough time. So, on our network. Let's see if we can find it. Alright. The hell are you? Right. So. This is running a Linux client, I believe. Properties. And it won't give me its IP. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So let's manage our sites. Let's make a new site. Alright, it's gonna connect to a server. We're gonna make a new server. Website. Alright. Can't remember what it was that I needed to be on. Okay. So VMware again. So let me get to my desktop. Okay. VMware should open. There it goes. So we're gonna need you. Put you into there. Do not know which port it's under, so we're just gonna go with 1000. 2191. I think it's actually using 1300. We need to connect to it. KRDCP. Oops. Tester. Let's go. I'm not sure actually. Let's find her here. I know she's a network. Okay, so we're gonna make a new server. We're gonna select you. Save. Just to make sure this is our server. Tester. Yep, this is it. Now we're going to want to reset. Now then. Which one I needed. Oh well. Oops, and out. Okay. So we have it. I'll save there. Done. So now then. HTML. Alright. So, let's go over to it. Let's put in title. Ripper's server. Alright, so for the body, I'm going to put H1, which means heading 1. So this is going to be your biggest heading. Alright. Now we're going to do welcome to Ripper's server. Oops. If we want, we can make it bold. Alright, so now it's in bold. So now let's go with P. That would be paragraph. Let's put in hello. This is from the live stream. The live stream. We were really bored. Hello, this is from the live stream. And then we're going to use BR, which means break. And that would mean a new line. So, I like to put in a new line. I don't know what I should be doing. Now, we're also going to have to do, sorry, I couldn't breathe there. Oh, man, that was weird. Now, we can also just make sure that everything's running properly, by just, I have 2 mice here now, and just going, taking a quick look, code design. Now this is really interesting. We just go code to live. Hello, welcome to Ripper server. So it's named Ripper server for its title. Then the next thing we need to do is I'm going to create another body. And this body is going to hold a script. Alright. Let's go with H2, which would be your second biggest heading. Now let's italicize that. So let's put I in there. So it will be hello, I'm Ripper, and this is my live stream. Okay, so now we have that. Next, we're going to go with P, again, with another paragraph. Except this time, this one might have some other things in it. First, let's set something up. So let's go with, input type. If I can actually type. Button. I don't remember if that was released. Yes, it is. Okay. So now we have input type button. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set some other things for it. Like, oh, I don't remember how to set its text. But, oh well, we're just going to go with input type button. I don't know what the button will do, but we'll just set a script to it. So we're just going to create a script. So now we have a script. Heading to it. Right. So, next thing. What do we have to do to make sure everything should run properly, and we can see everything properly, and all that. Also, if you're having trouble seeing it, switch to 720. It looks a little bit better, but not very much. I am running off of a 560 Ti currently, so it won't really stream very well. Alright, so, next, where was it? Save? Now, let's take a look. Alright, doesn't want to work. So, we're gonna start a preview in Google Chrome. So, now what we have to do, so split, we just do, I just want to cut them out. Alright, so now we have things, turn everything off. Alright. So, what are we gonna do? What we're gonna do is we're just gonna write something like hello. Nah, let's not go with hello this time. Let's go with HTML. It's easy. Easy and fun to work with, and
you better be doing work.
I am.
And you can't run that without the top being on it.
HTML is easy and fun to use. So now, as you can see, right side servers changed. Top says Ripper server. It says welcome to Ripper server. Hello, this is from the live stream. I don't know what I should be doing. Hello, I'm Ripper, and this is my live stream. HTML is easy and fun to use. And we have our button. Button doesn't work currently, so we need to create a script. So let's make a script. Alright, where is it? So we're going to go to a new CSS document, create it. Alright, so now we're set to a char set UTF to 8. So now we're going to use public partial class. I'm not sure if this will work. Public partial boolean. Now this part I'm not very sure on. I'm actually better at HTML than I am at this. No, let's not deal with CSS today. I've still got it a little bit more about it. So let's go back to this. Right. So HTML is easy and fun to use. Now we have an input type equal button. We have a script. That script will make us have to switch over to a different area. So we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna make that script. Now that script will be later. It'll probably be when I start working on CSS and stuff like that. But other than that, let's work on making a login function. Alright. So we're gonna use again our input type. Equals email. Right? So now we have that. So now we're going to do that, and it should show up right here. Yeah, here's our email. So we're going to do ripper123 at 123.org. Alright. No, that is not my actual email. That's what I'm using. So now we're going to get rid of that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use, oh, no. We're going to use placeholder equals email. I believe that's what it was, wasn't it? I don't remember entirely. I'm not gonna lie. There are things that I will blink on, and there are things that you will blink on. I will not lie to you. Oh no! So now we need to go all the way down. Right. Placeholder equals email. Whoops. Email. Alright. So now we have an email placeholder. Now, when I hit we have an input type equals email, placeholder equals email. So now we have an actual placeholder that says email inside of it. Now we're going to create a password box. Input type. If I can type. Don't be afraid, typos will happen while you're coding. Password, placeholder, equals password. Now, close that off. Should pop up on here. So now we have an email and we have a password button. Right? Right. So now in our button, we're going to put in another placeholder. We're going to put submit. Actually, login. Whoops. So now, this button should say login. It says it doesn't. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to put in button. Button. Can't remember its full index. One sec. I've got to figure this out for myself real fast. I mean, it's really, truly, it's not one of the easiest things to really do. So now we gotta make an actual login. So we're gonna use CSS. Actually, no. We're gonna run off of JavaScript. Because I know a little bit of Java. Java isn't really all that easy for me. I did take APCS. Login. So, here we go. Come back over here. Now here's one of the biggest things we're going to have to do. Is that we have input type email. Now this is extremely big. Alright. Nah, I'm just kidding. So, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to make a container. Because I accidentally screwed it up. So now, you see how we have that? We're going to make div class. Class equals container. And we're going to use a way to actually... Ugh. Oh, that hurt. Label. Username. Okay. So now we have something for our username. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use input type. Again. Equals placeholder. It's going to say username. Alright. And name equals uname. Required. Alright. So now, next we're going to use another label. Except this one's going to be password. I know I've already made something like this, but we're going to do this again just for the hell of it, because we're done. So it's going to be password. And then we're going to put input type. Equals password, which should be placeholder. Equals, what else? What all can we use? Also, if you're watching this, like, a little bit later, like, as a video, if you have any questions, post it in the comments, and I'll reply to you as fast as I can. And as well as I can. I'm gonna check our stream out here. Alright. So, we're gonna go as long as we can. I might leave a little bit later. But, not yet. Okay. Placeholder. Obviously, this is going to say password. And then it's going to have a new name. I can type. Alright. Finally. Equals PSW. Required. Right. So now we need a button. Should have let me type it. Nope. So now we need a button type. It's going to be submit. We're going to use login, I believe. There you go. And once we do that, we're going to put input. Input type equals checkbox for remember me. Alright? We're going to use checked equals, well, what do you think? Checked. Now we're going to have to do that, and then remember me. And that's the end of our first div class. I don't remember what div actually means. So we're going to go to div. We're going to make another class. We're going to name it container again. we'll go with it. Style, background, color. Why do I have this? Oh, duh. It's because it's style equals. Background color. Let's make it dark blue. Because I can. That's fun. Right. So, do that, do that. Next thing we do is we make a button. Now this button will be a cancel. Class equals cancel button. Now we're going to use btn for short. Then obviously it's going to be cancel. That's how you spell it, right? Yeah. I'm not the strongest speller. Now we're going to use span class equals PSW. This will be your forgotten. Did you forget your password? Here's how you can reset it. Apparently I have spank. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, okay. That scared me there for a second. Forgot. And then we're going to use href equals number, actually pound, password. So now, that's that. Now what let's do is we're going to make it form action page.php. Alright. This will go all along that form. So it'll be form action equals action page .php. Alright. And we're just going to highlight you. I'll bring you all the way down here. Now all you have to do is just click it. There you go. Now you know where you're supposed to be. Now we're going to make another div class here. And this is going to be image container. So this might have an image. src. Whoops. I'm gonna put in img src. Sorry, I'm tired. Just a little tired. Let's browse. Nah. Did you forget your password? Are you able to log in? You have your cancel button. Hey, I forgot my password. I'm gonna click that. What are you gonna do? It does nothing. For right now. Please fill out this field. And then you also have your password and your username. Right there. How far are we? Right, we have about a minute left. We're not. We're gonna go an hour and 20 minutes. Actually, hour and a half of this, because that's pretty much all I can take. Otherwise, my brain just goes dead. And I'll get really, really tired and really, really bored. But out of this, I'm not really all that bored, because it's actually kind of fun. Actually, I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me. I'm not even sure if I unmuted myself. And you guys haven't been able to hear me, have you? Alright, never mind. You guys can hear me. Right, so let's get some more work done. I don't believe I have an image. You know what? No. We're gonna get rid of this. We don't need it. It's not really all that needed. We just need that form action page, and there you go. So now, we add CSS. We go here, and we'll delete this. Alright, so now we're in a CSS document. Form. Border. 3 pixels. Solid. Solid. We'll go with F1, F1, F1. Then we're gonna pair with semicolon. Now, we have to use semicolons for CSS and Java. Partially because if you don't have a semicolon, it won't work, and it kind of sucks. But hey, let's get to it. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to use our input type. Input type equals text. Right. Hit insert, like I do, and sometimes whenever I'm going to actually hit something other. Input type equals password. If I can type. Right. So now we're going to use our width. 10:30 a.m. U.S. Central Chicago time is when I will end the stream, because I am going to be bored by that time. And I'm not lying. So, also, next what we have to do is we have to go to our padding and create and put it as 12 px and 20 px, which is 12 pixels, 20 pixels. So it'll be 12 pixels by 20 pixels, and now we go for our margin. Oh, let's just go with an auto. Just go with auto. I rarely use auto. Actually, no. Sorry, getting over a cold. We're gonna go with 8px, 0, display. It'll be inline. Block. Okay. Now we're gonna make a border. Right. So now we have a border. We're gonna make it 1 pixel and solid. Okay. Number CCC. Whoops. Box sizing. Box dash sizing will be border box. Alright.
Off the games. Work on the English.
I'm not on a game.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm working
On what?
on stuff.
Then it's not homework, so get off of it and get that homework.